Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for February 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Now, I am going to be using for the main reading, and remember, this is just the introduction. It will be the same for each of the signs. I will post the little timestamp in the introduction for when, or in the description for when you can just bypass all of this. Anyway, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. Guardian Angels, I will pull one. And I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. And since this is the introduction, I am going to be using my Waite Rider for just, to pull a couple of cards. And I will pull at least one from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. This has been talking to me a lot in the last couple of days. So anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we have some really big dates here. We have February 20th, Pluto again with Capricorn, and then the 22nd, and some people are talking about Pluto and Capricorn on the 22nd. It has to kind of get into its own space. So the 22nd, we have Neptune, 22 degrees in Pisces also. If you want to know more about that, go to my last introduction. That would have been February 18th, 19th, and 20th. I gave a lot of information, and I've been talking about these dates for quite a while, so we are all prepared for them. The thing that I am getting with this is that we just need to have balance. We need to have temperance. We need to, just come together, have love, and, and again, too, just kind of like my backgrounds, we need to shine our light, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. But yeah, this is, it's kind of like a lot of the stuff we've been doing has been prep work, and this is where things get real. So let's see what this is all about with my Waite Rider deck. Here we go. Let's go on one. Remember, anything that is reversed has a stronger energy. So 3 cards are face down. Let's go with our first card. The King of Wands. King of Wands. Now this is interesting. Now, Wands energy is fire energy. That is our Aries, our Leo, our Sagittarius. Now we just had that Leo full moon. It is pushing, and it was an unencumbered full moon. There's one little thing going on, but pretty much it was unencumbered. It was one of the purest Leo moons that we're going to see in a long time, and for many a year. So this pure Leo moon is really going forth. It is really pushing forth. Now, the court cards, which this is one, has all underlying energy. The King's Court card is, the underlying energy is swords, which is air energy. So that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra, thought processes, making plans, thinking things through, hearing news. But the King of Wands has that Leo, Sagittarius, has that fire, Aries energy, and is really pushing forward. Now, the King of Wands sees the big picture. The King of Wands is not necessarily narrowed into the step by step by step. Yes, he does have, and it is a male energy. He does have the, the step by step that the air energy wants to give him. He does have the planning, but he is seeing that every step he takes, every plan he makes has different consequences, has different reactions. So this is very much someone that is very strategizing, but is also thinking beyond just what he can see. Okay? So interesting for this. Now let's go. We have our Tower card. Now the Tower card, we had that a couple of, what was it, last weekend? This is a 16. Remember, numbers have meaning too. So we have that 1, new beginnings. A 10 is a transitional energy. 100, God source energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies we put into it. This is added together. It's a 7. 7 is a divine number. Now, the interesting thing about the Tower means everything comes down in order for things to be rebuilt. It's not necessarily an easy energy. It's not necessarily a fun energy, but it's kind of like, you just clear that table out. You Get rid of the things we don't need. It's also pulling the rug out, pulling the tablecloth. I'm kind of getting that, just kind of that jarring energy. It's not a fun energy, but it's a totally needed energy in order for things to be established. I don't even want to say reestablished, just established, in order for it to, in order for a foundation to be built. So this is an interesting one here. Now also to remember the King of Wand, when I was talking about the King of Wand looks to the past in order to look to the future. Okay, so the King of Wands also looks to see how did we get to where we're at, but he takes that information so we can go to that future. Now again, the Tower card is not necessarily an easy energy. It's not a fun energy, but it is one of those energies. I am not afraid when I see the Tower card, because I know that that means that something that was not good for me is leaving in order for good to come in. Okay? Okay, next card, the Ace of Cups, and that's the good that comes in. So things are happening, it's making a way, it's clearing things out, but the Ace is that one energy. So we have basically we have a 1-6-1 energy. It's a new beginning, new start. Cups is our Pisces. We're in Pisces right now. It is very much a Cancer. It is our Scorpio energy. It is fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy. And if you look at this, this is kind of a, this has a very spiritual connotation to it. It has a gifting to it. Again, I feel like we need to really make sure that we maintain our balance. We maintain our light. Remember, I'm always saying stay shining, and that's because we are the light workers, the ones that, connect with this. We are the light workers. We have to keep that positive energy out there, because, it kind of looks like, that we have to burn brighter. I feel like this is going to be a good week for us to keep our lights very, very bright. Okay? Anyway, a lot of possibility, a lot of hope, a lot of really just divine guidance in here too. Higher power, source energy going on with this. So this is one of those times. It's just a lot of things. Keep your balance. Keep your balance no matter what happens, and keep shining. Okay? Okay. Stay shining, my friends. Let's go with the Osha Zen Tarot. And it's funny because I do have to post a couple of things on Facebook today, and a couple of memes. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. So if I see something and it's like really grabs me, it's like, yes, 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 I need to do this. And there's a couple of things that I'm going to post, and I'm going to also post them with some my Osha Zen Tarot. Okay, we got some things that have just fallen out. Okay, they just fell. I do think I need to cut and pull one more card. Okay, so we're going to cut. We are going to pull one more card. Here we are. Now this is a very interesting energy here, because this is very interesting. We have both of these are reversed, so really strong stuff. This is the one that's we don't know what that is yet. So let's look at this. This is the source. This is, like I said, the zero energy, God energy, reaching out, to our higher power, whoever that is to us, and really connecting with that source. Okay, so this is a good week for us to really make sure we're connecting with higher power. But the interesting thing is here, now we have morality. Morality, basically, there's a little bit of a conflict. I don't know if there's a conflict between what we need to do and what we think we need to do. I don't know if, I saw something that talked about magic, and basically we all want magic in our lives, but many of us do not believe in magic. So it's kind of this, this spirituality, this connecting with higher power, but yet at the same time, if we don't see it, if we don't touch it, if we can't hear it, the morality is, there's just this conflict between the spiritual and the physical, the metaphysical, physical, supernatural, natural. There is this conflict, and there could, again, I am getting some conflicting energy. The morality is, well, this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how we should be doing it. So this is, this has a lot of that, just that the business, I don't know, this has that Hierophant type of energy to me, the business of religion, the business of government, the business of, the business of, the business of. So I do feel that there is a conflict between these two. Let's see what this one that I felt we needed to pull is. Okay, and that is also reversed, and it all comes down to politics. It all comes down to politics. So very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that one. Leave it at that because I kind of talked about this here. Interesting, but Osha Zen, remember, these are more our advice energies. These are more kind of like be aware. This is more of, what kind of to expect. Looking at that big picture, lot of hope. Yeah, that rug, but it makes way for a better solution, a better next step. Okay, so interesting energies. I'm always kind of like, whoa, what's going to happen with these cards? What are they going to tell us? It is very interesting. Oh, by the way, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications because, you keep me going. I know some people have sound issues. I do check the sound before I post, and I will let you know that certain products do not allow you. I have heard from people that certain products, my sound is a little not great, but I've also heard from people that if they watch it on like a desktop computer, my videos on desktop computers, that helps. And, sometimes, and I've said this many a time and since I started, sometimes messages of hope, love, and light, energies don't like that. Certain energies don't like that, but we are of the light. So enough said. Let's go. I do advise you, please look at the prior introductionary, the 18, 19, 20. But let's start our main readings now. And hello to my wonderful, wonderful Cappies. How are you, my Capricorns? I hope you are great. And you're raring to go. You want to get things done. I feel like there's a lot of energy that's just kind of like, I don't know, is it spring cleaning for the Northern Hemisphere? Is this now getting ready for the fall for the Southern Hemisphere? It's just kind of like, I feel like your energy, like you're just raring to go and get things done. Let's get it done. Get it done. I like that when I feel that about my Capricorns. Anyway, decisions. How many do we have? Ooh, so we have a 2 and we have a 1. We have decisions. Twos. What you gonna do? My Capricorn. So we have that 2. We have all those 2s. We've been talking about 2s. And then we have Michael. Michael is our air energy. It is our sword energy. I talked about that also in the introduction. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, thought processes, hearing news. It sounds like, okay, so we have the 2 of Michael. Make a decision. Then we have the Magician, and that is a 1. 1 has new beginnings, new start. This is Archangel Raziel also. So there's something going on that you have been putting forth. Now, is this I kind of get some, like, I don't know, have you been applying for a mortgage and now the mortgage comes in and now you have to go buy your house? But I kind of feel like things that you have been putting forth, okay, major arcana, but you have been putting it forth. You've been putting your energies out there. You've been asking higher power. You've been, really, really focusing, manifesting, just getting things out. And now that it's coming about, you got to make a decision on what you're going to do about it. So this could be going after your dream job. It could be going after your dream house. It could be in the spiritual. It could be in the physical. But it's something you've really been putting forth. You've been wanting, and now it's like you've got to make a decision about it. Now, part of that decision is, do you go with it or do you cut? Do you cut? Is it still something that is valid? Is it still something that do you still want it? Okay, because it looks like it's being offered to you, but do you still want it? That's the decision I'm feeling. Anyway, the 2 of Michael is, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. So this is saying, my Capricorns, you're thinking too much and you're not necessarily listening to your heart, listening to your gut, kind of like, do you still want it? I think that's the question. Do you still want it? Not, oh, you know what, I do want it, but it may not be the best thing for me, or I want it, but maybe not. Do you still want it the way it's offered to you? Because the magician is saying, that you've been putting this forth. You've been manifesting this. You've been making this happen. Your energy is connecting with your higher power. You've been putting this out. You've been asking. And, so this could have something to do with the full moon with Leo and putting out your intentions and your requests. But the Raziel, number 1, so we have a 2-1. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Now, I will tell you this. Sometimes you can ask for something and it can arrive. Just because you asked for it, you can still say no. You can still say no, my Capricorns. Anyway, but you can also say yes. Last card here is the Queen of Ariel. So Queens, underlying energy is water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. Ariel is your energy. Okay, so we have a 2-1 or a 1-2. Ariel is your energy. It is also Taurus, also Virgo. It's very largesse. It's very beautiful home, money coming in, taking care of the people, and it's very home, but yet on a grander scale. The Queen of Ariel loves beautiful things around her. The Queen of Ariel knows her worth. So kind of knowing your worth, that could have something to do with whatever this decision is. So again, so is this a job that's offered to you and they're, maybe they're not giving you the money that you want, so then go into some negotiations with them. How do you do that? And this is, you tell them, I really want this job. I love thank you so much for offering it to me. I would like to talk now about, salary. You can even ask them, what is the salary range? And then you can, when they say, well, what will you accept? You say, I'll accept the most you can give. What is that? Okay? Anyway, something about that. But this could also go back to the home, okay? The mortgage. And again, I don't do the financial, but this is having friends, beauty, all this, largesse. The Queen of Ariel is all about living large, okay? So, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So not just living large, but living large because you're not putting yourself in debt. You're doing, you're being practical at the same time. Okay? Okay. Anyway, let's see what the guardian, but there's still that decision. It's still the decision. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? What are you going to do? Circumstances change. So you could say yes. You can also say no. It's okay to say no. I'm getting that for somebody out there. Because I feel like, oh, but I've been wanting this for so long and I've been asking. Well, do you still want it? Circumstances change. Okay, reversed. 6 of action. That popped out, I think, for Virgo. So if you have any Virgo in any of your natal charts, take a look. 6, number of man, energies you put into something. Action is your fire energy. This is victory. This is coming to the right conclusion. This is people honoring you. So if you are doing some negotiations, it looks like you win the negotiation, or at least you get closer to what you've been asking for than what they've been wanting to offer you. Okay? What a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotion, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. But it looks like whatever like I said, there could be some negotiations with this, and if it's about a job, you can always ask for more. And like I said, you reference it or you frame it by saying, I am so excited to come work for you. Let's talk about money now. I would like a little bit more. Well, how much more? Well, what's your range? How much? I would like the most you can pay, you can offer. They're not gonna, if they're hiring you, they're hiring you because part of you, fits this job. Now, if you're in a job that they want somebody very meek and somebody that won't answer back or won't question, they probably shouldn't get a Capricorn. Anyway, okay, This one did not want to leave, so let's go and see what this is. Crystal or energy for my Capricorns. Pyrite. Love it. Good change of fortune. Success. Renewed focus. Leadership. Like I said, if they wanted somebody that was a yes man, or they shouldn't have gotten a Capricorn. Okay, because you want to be happy too. Okay, my Capricorns, my wonderful Cappies, take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.